Alright, horror fans, get ready for 5 bone-chilling tales from the darkest corners of the motel world. These true stories are guaranteed to make your skin crawl and have you double-checking the locks on your room door. Our first story comes from a young man who found himself playing the hero, only to realize he was in way over his head. Imagine being woken up in the middle of the night by desperate pounding on your door. You open it to find your neighbor, a woman covered in blood, begging for your help. She says her boyfriend is trying to kill her, and she needs you to drive her to safety. Being the Good Samaritan, you comply, taking her to a motel where she can lay low and call the cops. But as the night wears on, her story starts to unravel. Inconsistencies arise, and you begin to suspect that maybe, just maybe, she's not the victim after all. By the time you discover the truth, it's almost too late. You're not hiding from the threat, you're sharing a room with it. Next up, we have a tale that'll make you question what secrets lie behind closed doors. A motel employee is tasked with cleaning a room that's been occupied by a single guest for weeks. At first, nothing seems amiss, until they stumble upon a closet filled with children's clothes and disturbing crayon drawings depicting abuse and murder. The twisted part? The room is registered to a lone man, no kids in sight. It's enough to make you wonder what dark deeds were going down in that room, and whether the horrors in those drawings were just the product of a sick imagination, or something far more sinister. Our third story takes us back to the 80s, where a gruesome discovery was made by a motel maid. Picture this: you're going about your daily cleaning routine when you open the closet door and are hit with a foul stench. Inside, there's a damp, heavy cardboard box. Curiosity gets the better of you, and you take a peek. To your horror, staring back at you is the severed head of a woman. The box, it turns out, contained the grisly remains of a missing call girl. Even worse, the killer was never caught, leaving you to wonder if they ever returned to the scene of the crime. Story number 4 proves that sometimes, the most mundane jobs can turn into waking nightmares. A college student, working part-time at a motel, is assigned the lovely task of cleaning the pool after a series of storms. Everything's going swimmingly until he spots something creepy lurking beneath the surface: a swarm of massive water bugs. These critters, affectionately known as toe biters, send our protagonist running for the hills, leaving the pool and his dignity behind. Finally, we have a story that blurs the line between reality and the paranormal. A motel employee, working the night shift, is convinced the place is haunted by the ghost of a woman who hung herself. One fateful evening, he's delivering towels to a room when he spots a figure at the end of the hallway. Under the flicker of a faulty light, he sees the unmistakable silhouette of a headless woman in a flowing dress. Cue the panic attack. But wait, upon closer inspection, it turns out to be an elderly guest with severe osteoporosis, her hunched posture giving the illusion of a floating, decapitated specter. Talk about a spooky misunderstanding. So there you have it, 5 true tales of terror from the not-so-cozy confines of motels around the world. Thanks for joining us on this spine-chilling journey. If you enjoyed these motel horror stories, give this video a like and subscribe to Scaretastic for more terrifying tales.